today we are going to be starting a brand new book, and we're going to be continuing to practice our reading strategies today with this new book. Now you'll notice this is a chapter. So I'm really, really excited to read it with you guys. I'm going to come over here and take a peek before I read because I'm going to have some words covered up. And I'm going to look at this chart while I'm reading to help me to kind of figure out some strategies. As I'm getting to these bigger kid books, there's going to be some trickier words in these books. So we're going to have to kind of push our brains, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try and use some strategies maybe we don't use as often to help us figure out some of these trickier words in the chapter book. Okay? I'm really excited too. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the first couple, and then I'm going to get your guys' help for the last one, okay? And then you guys are going to get to go off and practice this on your own. So, let's start. Zelda and Ivy, The Runaways. Here's our table of contents that you will see when you start reading those chapter books. They'll have these table of contents. So we're going to start with chapter 1, The Runaways. Chapter 1, The Runaways. Dad's making, here's one of those words Miss Newfer is covered up. Now, when Miss Newfer used to be a beginning and first grade reader, or even a kindergarten reader, raise your hand if you know a strategy that you used a lot in kindergarten or a lot at the beginning of first grade. Parker? Check the picture. So I'm going to take that strategy. I'm going to throw it for today because we're going to focus on some harder ones. We also, hands down guys, thank you. We also spend a lot of time checking that first sound and putting it with the picture, right? We're going to try something a little different today. I've got just this first chunk, and I don't know how well you can see that, but the first two words are uncovered on my word. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read around first. I'm going to read around the word first and read the whole sentence and see if I can use that to kind of help me figure out the word. Dad's making cute sandwiches for lunch, said Ivy. Okay, so I got the first sound, but I still can't figure out that word, just checking the first sounds and checking the picture, because I looked at this picture and I can't really tell still from that first sound of the picture. So let me uncover this, and I'm going to take myself, over to my poster and see if I can find one. And then guys, if you're figuring it out, keep it in your head. See if I can find a bigger first grade strategy. A bigger first grade strategy that I could use to help me figure out this word. I think Jax has an idea, but let Miss Hoover try this one first, okay? And then when you get that last word, you'll be able to try it. So I'm going to come over here. I checked the picture. Didn't really help me. I got a running start. That didn't really help me. I see it's a longer word, so I might try something that helps me separate that word into parts. I see right here, I could look at all the parts in the word like they've done on this sticky, and then I could go ahead and crash those parts together. So I'm going to go ahead and try chunking this word, looking at my parts. Scoot your feet in there. And then I'm going to crash them all together and see if I can figure out the word that way. So I'm going to take my finger and just use that as a tool to help me chunk it. Cucumber. Cucumber. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to put it back in the sentence and see if I can figure out a way to make it make sense. Dad's making cucumber sandwiches for lunch, said Ivy. No. Well, I know that something that we eat on sandwiches is a cucumber. The word cucumber sounds like cucumber. So let me see if cucumber would fit. Dad's making cucumber sandwiches for lunch, said Ivy. That makes sense. Now can I keep reading?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I can keep going. I'm gonna keep reading, and we'll stop when we get to the last word. Okay, Jax? I'm gonna stop when we get to our next tricky word that I've covered up, okay? Not again, said Zelda. That's it. I'm running away. Zelda stuffed her lucky jewel, PJs, blanket, writer's notebook, and an extra pair of socks into her suitcase. I'm coming too, said Ivy. She packed her Princess Mimi doll, PJs, tea set, and gold fish cards. Zelda marched across the backyard. Ivy followed. Zelda spread her blanket behind the butterfly bush. Here's a good spot, she said. We can see the house, but no one in the house can see us. The Fox sisters peeked through the bush at their parents. Mom and Dad will really us, said Ivy. So Miss Newber's covered up this whole word for us to see if we can figure out this word. I'm going to now go ahead and uncover it. And if you can read it again, keep it in your head. I'm going to come over here and see if I can use a strategy that Ms. Newford just tried. So I'm going to try sitting up. Elise, sitting crisscross, please. I'm going to try and get to become an expert at those two strategies I just tried. Kyler, sitting crisscross. I'm going to try again to look at all my parts of the word and then crash them back together. So it says, Jackson, it, and crashing them together says, miss. Mom and Dad will really miss us, said Ivy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. So I can keep going again. Yes, said Zelda. They'll be sorry they made us cucumber sandwiches. I'm a little, so I've got those first two letters there again, and then we've got our picture. What I want you guys to do is with your partner, and if your partner is not here today, or I know a partner just stepped out to the restroom, if they're not beside you, just find a group. You can problem solve and find a group and join them. So what I want you to do is check this word. I'm going to uncover it when I let us turn and talk. I want you to try to look at all the parts and crash them together. And then I want you to read back and make sure it makes sense, okay? So I'm going to uncover it. And let me focus this so we can see it a little better. There you go. All right, ready? Let me say this a little bit. There you go. Ready? Eyes are on me, Jax. Teach.
Okay. I think it's hungry. That's what I thought. Edward, you're my friend. So I think
Guys, if you figured it out, sit on your butts. We're going to talk about it together. I like what you did. So can you guys? Oh, classy.
Oh, yesy.
Classy.
Yes, yesy.
Okay, so I just spoke to two groups, and I wanted Delaney to share, and I also wanted Parker to share. Delaney, what did you guys do first? Helen?
I sounded out the parts of the word and then I crashed them together.
Good. And then Parker, what did you say you did when you were talking to Ryan?
I said, I'm able to hungry, said Ivy.
Good. So raise your hand if you can tell me, what did Parker do? Once he thought he knew the word, he did what? Kellen?
He said, I'm a little hungry.
Right. So he put it back into the sentence to make sure it made sense. So that's what I want us to do. I want you guys, and I know mine were already up here underneath for everyone to see. What I'm going to have you guys do is when I send you off with your partner, you are going to get a sticky from Miss Newford. You're going to jot one word that you use this strategy for. One word that you're able to crash the parts together, or excuse me, look at all the parts of the word and crash the parts together for to figure it out, okay? So when Miss Newford sends you off with your partners, you will grab a sticky. Yes, Jackson, you go ahead and share.
So
We're good, Miss.
so
Thank